Hi all, since there's not as much to do this week, I decided to just make one video. You do have the lecture, you have the discussion. As always, make sure that you are following all the instructions, that you are active in the discussion 3 days out of the assigned week, so on, all the things. Then the major assignment that you have for this week is an article summary and reflection. So the information for that can be found here. There were a couple things that I wanted to point out about it. This is worth 15% of your overall grade, so please make sure that you keep that in mind. Um, so the scenario that you are given is that you are contributing to a newsletter for your department, which talks about wellness in the workplace. And specifically, you are wanting to talk about emotional intelligence in the workplace. That is your scenario. With that scenario given to you, you should keep in mind who your intended audience is. That means that it's coworkers, but also since it is um, a workplace thing, and since everybody's going to receive it, you don't want to be too informal. You want to probably be a little bit more on the formal side, because that would include bosses and all of that fun stuff. Um, then it gives you the information you are going about the article that you have read. It is really, really important that you keep track of this. Right? You are going to have to cite it later, both an in-text citation with the parenthetical citation, and then a references or a reference section. All of the information that you're going to need for that is right here in the directions. It has the author, the title, the place where it is published, um, what type of magazine it is. That type of magazine is not important. It's kind of one of those like word problems where they give you all this information, but you only need some of it. You're going to need the title of the article. You will need the author's name. Remember, when you are doing APA citation, you are using the author's last name and then their first initial. So it'll, for the references. So it'll be Stern, comma, space, C period. Um, the title of the magazine, the date, August 2022, and the page numbers, 17 and 18. You are going to need all of that information. So with that, you are going to be writing a summary of the article in this newsletter for your coworkers. There are some steps that will help you here. They go along with the lecture, go along with what it is that we've been talking about. There is a parenthetical citation that is here. It does not give you the citation itself because we're wanting to see that you know what to do with that information. So again, it's going to be last name, year, page number, or page numbers. And again, you have all of that information here. All of it. You're all good. Then the references. Again, you will have all that information there. Then after that, you're going to write a reflection. So they give a template, or a template is given to you to have pre-writing and text citation, reference citation. This is just as a way for you to kind of like pre-write. The summary paragraph is going to include the in-text citation, and then the reference citation is going to have to be after that. Then you have a reflection. If you do not want to use this template, you don't have to. It says you can use the template. You are not required to. If you want to do your pre-writing in a different way or on a different piece of paper, or if you, whatever it is that you want to do for your pre-writing, that's fine. As long as you show what your pre-writing is. As long as you have pre-writing, the summary, an in-text citation, the reference citation, and the reflection, you're good. Okay. So some things I wanted to point out about that is you do need the pre-writing. It needs to have 5 major points from the article. Then you need to have a summary, and it needs to be in your words. That's super important. Do not accidentally plagiarize. If when you are going through the um, the article and you are copying down notes, be very, very, very careful not to accidentally plagiarize, meaning don't take any of their words, don't take any of their sentence structure. It needs to be totally different. Um, I will post in the discussion area a some information on how to avoid plagiarism, because I think sometimes when people plagiarize, it is accidental. So just to give you a little bit of information on that. After that, you need to make sure that you have the in-text and the citations page. Then you have the reflection. Um, so I wanted to make sure that I went over all of that. If you have any questions on anything, please let me know.